stand before you a changed man. Yeah. Anyhow, so I don't know how your resolutions are going, but that's what that was about. And when you don't have the reference, it doesn't mean as much, does it? Good morning. My name is Grant. I'm with Grant's Voice, grantsvoice.com, where I work with you on video projects and voiceover projects. But I realized one of the things I always talk to companies about when I am consulting is that sometimes we have to let the market push us around. Now, the point of that is that if we want to be the best whatever, define that however you will. Excuse me, it's lip chap season. If you want to be the best thing, whatever that is, let's just say you want to be the best blue dot you can be. Is that vague enough for you? And you put a business out there being a blue dot. And customers say, well, can you be a red square? And you go, well, yeah, it's just a different shape and a different color. And you start doing red squares. And then somebody else says, can you do yellow stars? Well, yeah. And then all of a sudden, people are buying yellow stars and red squares, and the blue dot's kind of sitting over there getting smaller and smaller as part of your business. Hope you appreciate this metaphor because it's very deep. The point being, letting the market push you around a little bit allows you to define what the market sees you as. Now, if you hate being a yellow star, you've got other business decisions to make. Maybe you hate the outfit, you hate what's required, it's really cumbersome, you don't make enough money for that. Whatever those are, you have to intentionally reset that piece of your business. Being a solopreneur is hard. And I don't know anything that's as hard. And, being a solo mom, a solo dad, being a solo anything is hard. Why? Mostly because it's you. You can talk to friends. They can feel badly for you. They can support you. But at the end of the day, you get paid to pull the trigger. And that's something that most people don't understand about being a solopreneur, because not pulling the trigger is pulling the trigger. Deciding not to be a yellow star is just as important as deciding to be a red square. The point of all this is what you are doing targeted toward your goal. Now, what is the goal? I can't tell you how many times I talk to businesses that don't know what they're doing. Yeah, they run a restaurant. Yeah, they have a whatever, you know what I mean. But they don't know what they're doing. They don't know why they're doing it. Why do you own a restaurant? Why do you have a bookshop? Why do you sew? Why do you do massages? Why? Until you can define that and stand on that and push that with everything you have, I think you're going to struggle. One of the things this year, and I came to an epiphany this morning, and I'm not sure how long this will last, but we'll see. One of my good friends in the voiceover industry, Anthony Pica, had a video this morning about the 3 things you're not doing in your voiceover business, but I took it to be as in my business because it's the same thing. One of those things was, what are you doing to provide content to a marketplace for social media? Because this has been the struggle for me. What am I doing to push myself to that? The daily videos that I were doing got my voice out there, which was the whole point of this. But getting my voice out there didn't mean the right audience was hearing it. And I've already talked, I think it was 2 weeks ago, because I kind of took about a 2-week period off. I did a couple videos, but not much. I took a 2-week period, and the last video I did on this, basically I was like trying to redefine why I'm doing these. They take time every morning. I write a simple script with notes. If I look over here, that's what I'm looking at in a PowerPoint presentation, things I want to make sure I talk about. But I didn't know there was value. In fact, I'm pretty sure there wasn't value in the marketplace because after 8-9 months, I'm not getting any traction. So this was back to that video 2 weeks ago where I said, I quit. I quit doing things, hopefully, the dumb way, and I'm now going to do them the smart way. Jury is out. We'll see. So one of the things that I've realized is that my blue dot was doing voiceover work. And forgive me, I think I'm pretty good at it. But the marketplace, while buying my blue dots, have also done a lot of red square and yellow star stuff to me. And one of the things that I have been involved in forever is being an MC, being the guy on stage that controls everything. Sometimes I'm the guy backstage, but usually I'm introducing, I'm hosting, I'm MCing. And when I started doing that virtually for people, that piece of my business exploded. There's something about the aura of a middle-aged man with gray hair that can speak authoritatively yet kindly that people like in webinars. It kind of tells people this is a great place to be, but we're also doing business here. We're moving along. Side to that is directly connected to doing voiceover. One of the other things, yellow star, whatever. The other piece of this is that I became knowledgeable that people wanted to see me on screen like this because I've got vast experience of being on stage, on camera, on being MC. I've been in front of audiences since I was 5 years old. So being on camera does not make me nervous at all. People like, again, the middle-aged man with an authoritative voice that comes across as kind and knowledgeable, they want in a spokesperson role. And sometimes it's just describing how this thing works and see how the screen lights up and blah, blah, blah. Sometimes it is talking about a product. Sometimes it is describing the way a machine works. Sometimes it's doing an advertisement for your business, organization, product, or service. Those two pieces of my business have become really, really big, and the blue dot is still over here, and yet all this is related. So I finally realized this morning, the epiphany was after watching Anthony's video, is that, you know what? The marketplace slowly but surely is speaking to me. They really like me in spokesperson roles. They really like me in green screen and moderating. So what's the moderating thing? The moderating thing is if you're having a virtual meeting, I can do one of two things, sometimes both. I can run the meeting like this. I'm talking to your group, doing a PowerPoint presentation, blah, 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 telling them about your product and service and trying to get them enroll, buy, whatever it is. And then occasionally, and sometimes instead of, I'm moderating in the background, making sure people have documents, putting them in rooms, taking them out of rooms, whatever, 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 because I'm good with the tech. Green screen spokesperson is just like this, where your product and service is, listed over here on the side. I do stuff at the bottom. I put a PowerPoint. I can put myself to the side, whatever. So these are the two things that I'm going to start concentrating on and telling people about, and I hope that works. So, I got to the point where I was saying often during my presentations, like and subscribe, and I certainly still have the electronic thing coming on and off and reminding you to do that. But this today and this week, I would really appreciate if you would like and subscribe if you have not. I really need to build my channel, and you're part of that, and I hope the content is valuable enough to do that. So I'm going to change things around. Tuesday is still going to be about how to start the voiceover world and things about that. And I'm going to redo Wednesday and Thursday, I think, to talk about the blue dot, the red square, and the yellow star. It's hard to remember what I talked about, right? That was a minute and a half ago, at least. So anyhow, smile. You got to remember to smile. Happy Valentine's Day. If you have a special one in your life, that's great. And I'm very fortunate that I've got all kinds of special people in my life, especially you, the listener. Now, I'm serious. I really appreciate you hanging with me while I figure out my business. And if I can ever help you figure out yours, I've worked with hundreds of companies and would be honored to work with you in your business. Anyhow, time for me to shut up and actually go do some of this stuff, write scripts for the rest of the week, and start recording. So on that note, have a great Monday, February 14th. Talk to you tomorrow on Tech Tuesday.